Hi everyone, my name is Moonshine and I am the host of today's AMA with AITV. And AITV is an AI-powered Web3 media, which is the world's first autonomous agentic media network where interactive AI agent creates and hosts live on-chain media experiences. So through the course of today's AMA, we're going to see how we can actually earn rewards from using this platform, what the real world use cases for creators, brand, and communities is like, getting intense details about what the project is all about. And we have Jordan here with us. So to start with, Jordan, can you kindly introduce yourself and the team behind AITV?
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much for having me. This is nice to be able to talk to you all. My name's Jordan. I am the founder of AITV, and then me, as well as the team building, as well as the community around the project. So we run ourselves as a DAO, and so we have lots of invested and interested community members who are helping steer the project. What we're doing is we're creating a AI streamer factory. And so what this means is that on the internet today, you have a lot of content creators that stream themselves, they make videos, they make live streams. What we're doing is we're creating these AI characters to be able to stream themselves, make videos, make content, and interact and grow audiences. And so you can see this live on the website today. If you go to aitv.gg, you can see this all happening today. And so you don't have to, take my word for it. You don't have to understand this abstract concept. You can just go to the website and check it out today. We have agents going live every day, hosting shows, having different antics with the audience members. And these agents are able to actually access the internet as well. And so while you're on their live streams, you can also ask them to, do things on the internet, and they can do that all live, and it's quite a fun, interesting experience. And every time you interact with these agents, you're also earning tokens in your wallet. So there's a built-in economy, which we can talk more about. Yeah, we aim to really commoditize this whole concept of launching these AI streamers. Also, if you search for like AI VTuber, that's like a common term as well for these AI VTubers, AI streamers. Yeah, so happy to continue to dive in wherever you'd like to go next. Hey, Moonshine, you there? Do you want to
Much.
follow up with another question?
Yeah, definitely. Really appreciate the detailed explanation about what you guys are building. So I think my first question for you guys is, AITV describes itself as the world's first autonomous agentic media network. Can you unpack the vision and explain what differentiates you guys from traditional media platforms or AI content tools?
Yeah, sure. So we think that there is kind of this progression happening where first we had a lot of humans broadcasting themselves on television, on the internet, and then after that we saw people starting to use VTube models to be able to hide their, true identity. And so if you've seen VTubers on Twitch or on YouTube or something like that, you'll, understand what I'm talking about. And now, with the age of AI, we think that this is an opportunity to personify these characters through AI. And so this is kind of like a progression in being able to have different types of identities on the internet. And what we see is that this is also a progression in media, right? So people were originally consuming broadcast television through, news shows and things like that. Now they are consuming content on social media from their peers. In recent years, people have started consuming live streams, clips from live streams as a way of getting information and, consuming content. And then I think the logical progression where that goes is that you now have AI personalities that are starting to create this sort of content, whether it be on social media. We've already seen some of the AI social accounts on X, for example, and then additionally through video content. So, that is exactly what AI TV is doing, is we are allowing AI to be able to generate video content through live streams, through videos, and these personalities can be whatever people want them to be. So currently today we work with brands to be able to create mascots, interactive characters for their brand. And so, think of any brand. Let's say Pudgy Penguins. Pudgy Penguins, this is a crypto community. I think we're all familiar with it. Imagine if you were able to launch a interactive Pudgy Penguin where you could actually go talk to it, interact with it, and ask it questions. Additionally, if you're an NFT holder, let's say, maybe you have access to those art files and you're able to launch your own so that your NFT is like allows you to launch your own AI streamer, which can then generate revenue for you and create content on the internet. Another way to think about it is for creators. So creators on the internet, they have the burden of being able to, or needing to constantly create content on the internet, needing to stay online, stay present. And so for live streamers, for example, this is very rough. They need to take time to sleep, for example, which means that their channel is offline and they may lose some audience or they may not be able to interact with audience in different time zones. And so with AI streamers, you can actually use the streamer to keep your stream online while you need to be offline, while you need to do other things. And so, in addition to that, you can actually incorporate these AI streamers into your existing live stream. So if you want to have a co-pilot, if you want to have a co-host on your live stream, you can create one. You can create a custom character, incorporate it, and talk to it live on stream. So there's a lot of different ways in which you can use this new tool. And that's really exactly what it is. Like it's a new content creation tool for, brands, creators, communities. And yeah, there's nothing else really like it right now.
Nice. Thank you so much for answering that question. So now, when we want to talk about the technology involved, like what enables real-time interaction and adaptive behavior on these live streams between the AIs?
Yeah, definitely. So as far as the technology goes to make this happen, it's been, pretty tough. It's not easy to create this sort of a platform. And so, first off, the team behind it is really phenomenal, and they have a lot of great experiences being able to pull this off. So, for example, just starting with myself, I started my career as a game developer, and so that's what I did for about 6 years of my professional career. I also used to work at Xbox at Microsoft, and so I have a lot of experience in the game technology space, which is very applicable to what we're doing here. Additionally, other members of our team have, previously founded AI startups. Also, our creative director used to work on animated shows at Disney. And so we have a really great team that understands the kind of like the complexity space of building this. And then in order to actually make it real time, in order to make it interactive and evolving, what we do is we first off have a very streamlined agent pipeline so that the agent is able to process things very quickly and respond on live stream. And so this is something that is a bit difficult to do because, even for example, if you're talking with ChatGPT, it may take, 30 seconds to get back to you. And so in the context of a live stream, it's live. It's happening right now. And so you want to make sure that these agent pipelines are very quick and efficient. Additionally, the agents themselves have a personality that you can build for them, but they also evolve over time. So your agent will remember key moments that happen during the live stream and it'll record that in its memory. Additionally, it keeps memory of each individual person that is talking to it. And so if you go and talk to it today and ask it something, tomorrow it's going to remember that. And so you can ask it about what you talked about yesterday and you can continue the conversation. And then in order to make it kind of engaging and interactive, what we do is we have some gamification built in. So users are competing against each other to have the best prompts on the live stream in order to win money, in order to win rewards. And so that's what you see a lot of users doing is they're trying to send the best prompts to the agent in order to win the prize pool. And so that's the way that the current system works. We call it aura farming. It's like you're trying to farm the most amount of aura in the chat and be the most liked by the agent. And if you accomplish that, you win credits, which is our USDC-backed currency in the application. And then you also win, tokens that the agent is giving away. Currently, we're giving away AITV tokens on the live stream. Um, and not only that, but also every time you spend credits, you're also getting tokens back. So this kind of ties into like how our economy works, where every time you spend credits, there's actually on-chain purchases of the agent's token and also the AITV token. So there's a built-in buyback system where every time people are spending credits on the platform, there are AITV tokens being bought off the market on Base Network. And so you can see this if you go to our website and just scroll down a little bit. You can see that so far there's been around $90,000 in network fees. And so all 90,000 of these dollars have gone into buying AITV on the market. And so there's a built-in flywheel here that actually, as the network grows, as more people are, spending credits, it goes directly into the token.
I appreciate the extensive explanation on that. You know, the way you speak, it shows you guys are very knowledgeable about what you are building, and really appreciate it because your type of project has to do with a lot of technical stuffs, and you have to do things that would interest users who would come to your platform. So I think the next question I have for you is how does AITV integrate with external platforms like YouTube, Twitch, or TikTok? And what's coming next for cross-platform support?
Yeah, great question. So currently right now the agents stream on AITV, but we support bringing those agents to YouTube and TikTok and Twitch and any other video streaming platform, just like you had said. And so currently we are working with our partners that we like hand select to launch these channels. But next year, we're making it completely public to be able to launch your own channels. And so everyone here will be able to use what we call the AITV Studio to be able to launch their own AITV channels. And then you can broadcast those channels on the AITV network or onto your Twitch channel or onto your YouTube channel, so on and so forth. And so all of that's just configured through your channel's configuration page. When you go to the studio, you're able to set up where you want to broadcast and you can connect your accounts on the various different platforms. And then additionally, we also support being able to prompt the agents on other platforms. So if you're familiar with Twitch, for example, in Twitch, you're able to add integrations into the chat where users can type exclamation point something, bang something, and they're able to invoke a command, a special command. And so our system is able to do that as well, where you can do exclamation point prompt and ask the agent a question on Twitch, and it's going to be spending your credits on AITV. So you're able to, simultaneously prompt on Twitch, spend your credits on AITV, and get back those token rewards directly into your AITV wallet. And so that's one of the benefits of having the off-chain credits is that we're able to allow users to monetize their agents on any platform, regardless of where they are.
Thank you very much for your answer. So I think let's move over to the token. What is the role of the AITV token within the ecosystem, and how does it fuel engagement and value capture? I also want to ask something, I think, about when creators create. Well, let me open it. I think I was on it. I'm sorry, my hand mistakenly swiped off it. But I'll come back to that. I'm going to bring out that question because I wanted to integrate it with the token. So, but I just wanted to walk us through what the role of the AITV token is within the ecosystem and how it fuels engagement and value capture in your ecosystem.
Yeah, for sure. Great question. So the AITV token, first off, we launched the token because we want this to be a network that is owned by the world. Like we don't want to create, the next entertainment network and for it to be owned by just a few people. We made it such that we can release it to the community, that we can run the whole network through a token holder community, through DAO governance. And so if you look into myself, my background in Web3 is building DAOs. And so that's why my handle here is Dorg Jelly. So the first DAO that I ever created is Dorg. It is a development DAO, and it's still running today. It's been running for 8 years now, and it has worked for some of the top Web3 projects in the space. And we run the whole organization as a DAO. And so that is something that I myself am very passionate about, is being able to let people from across the world be able to own and operate an organization together on the internet. And so that's why we launched the token. And so you're able to get the token now and stake it to be able to get governance rights in the network. People that have governance rights are able to talk on the forum and vote on proposals on Snapshot. Some of the proposals that we've had, for example, are like, the waves of the airdrops and how those should work. We've had proposals for marketing initiatives. We've had proposals for, like managing network operations like the credit system. And, one of the other things that I'm excited about is having a proposal for a fee gauge where all of the token holders can actually control where the fees of the network go. Today, the fees of the network go directly into buying the AITV token. And so that's also, a part of the utility is that as you are spending credits, again, part of the credits go to the network fee, which buys AITV off the network. So there's always more AITV being bought off the market as people are using the network. And so there's a continuous like demand loop, like it's a auto buyback system that's always happening. And you can see this all on chain. And so it's very transparent to see how much money is flowing into the token. And then in addition to all of that, so you stake for governance. There is a fee system where all the fees go directly into buying the token. And then additionally, we have emissions for the stakers. So we reward our stakers with more AITV through an emissions system. And this is a way to be able to incentivize and reward people that are long-term staked into the network. And then I think finally, one of the other things that we're doing right now is a community round. And so, as you know, projects, they raise rounds of funding. Currently, we're raising a round of funding, and we're doing it with the community. And so this is happening on Ape Bond. And so you're able to actually buy discounted AITV right now on Ape Bond. Actually up to like a 40% discount if you are in the highest tier on Ape Bond. So currently that sale is live. And so if you wanted to get the AITV token, if you wanted to buy it at a discount, you can buy it on Ape Bond, and that actually helps fund the DAO through the community round. And there's a short vesting period, so it's a 25-day vest, and then you get those tokens all the way unlocked. And so yeah, that's the breakdown of the tokenomics, and it's very much up to the DAO to decide where things go next. And so we can continue to evolve the economy as people, join and maybe come up with new ideas, propose them to the forum, and then we vote on it and we make it happen. So we can all decide together where we want to take the tokenomics.
Nice, nice. I think you also touching the governance part was also something I wanted to bring out. But then the question I also wanted to integrate about, because most of the rewards is coming in the token, and I saw a place in the website where you can launch your own AITV studio. You craft a personal design and aesthetic and go live in minutes. Now, this is where caught my attention. You have to engage audiences and grow your token economy. So what I want to get is these rewards that these users who have created their own AITV studio, would it be going to them, like the rewards that will be coming from the audience, is it going to them? Because he said token economy, so I'm trying to understand what that term is. Because if rewards are going in excess in your token, then it makes the token to lose value. So how are you guys going to protect that? Is there like a bonding system that's going to be integrated or something?
No, yeah. So here, let me unpack a little bit. So first off, um, the AITV token, like I had said, first off, it has built-in demand through the buyback system, and then we do distribute more of that token through emissions. But we govern what the emissions are to make sure that it doesn't act in a deflationary way, so that it does not cause the token economy to like drastically drop. And then additionally through the studio, so when you launch your own AITV channel, you are able to define how you want your credits on your channel to be spent. So there's actually an 80% 20% split. So there's only 20% of the credits that go into the AITV token, right? So that's the network fee. The network fee is only 20%. 80% goes to the channel owner, and they decide how they want that 80% to be distributed. And so when you make your channel inside of the AITV Studio, you can define how you want the 80% to go. Currently, how all of the channels work is that they all have their own token. So, for example, we created a channel for public AI. So public AI is an AI project, and they have a token. And so on their channel, their channel is called Nimpet. It's like this character that they created. 80% of the credits spent there, 80% of the earnings go directly into buying the public token. So you can choose to hook up a token to your channel so that every time people interact with your character, they're buying your token. Or another option is you could just send it directly to your wallet. So if you wanted to have that 80% sent directly to your wallet and you don't have a token, you can also configure it to be that as well. So, you can decide what you want to do with your 80%, and all of it happens instantly on chain, which is really cool. So it's not like other platforms where you have to wait for the monthly payout of your earnings on the platform. All of this is happening in real time on the blockchain, which is really great, and it's going straight to your wallet if that's what you want to do with your channel's earnings.
Thank you so much for your explanation. So I think from here, let's move over to the partnerships. What kind of partnerships are you guys looking to have? What kind of collaborations with what kind of platform? What are the criteria you guys are looking to see before you have partnerships with certain organization or projects just like yours?
Yeah, definitely.
Did you get
So
my question? Okay,
yes,
sorry.
yeah, sorry about that. I was trying to actually send an image in the discussion because I wanted to show you guys the 80-20 split, but it looks like I'm not able to. But anyway, um, for the partnerships, I'm going to send a link in the discussion. So if you guys are in the chat, yeah, for some reason I'm not able to send messages in the chat. I don't know why. I want to send a link to the website where you can see all of the agents that are live on the network. Um, and so Okay. Hey, if there's an admin listening, if you could give me access to actually send messages in the comments, like in the chat, that would be really great. Thank you. Um, okay. So the different agents that we've launched are viewable on the channels page. So if you go to aitv.gg/channels, you can see all of the agents. Each one we launched with a different partner. So, for example, one of the channels that is live right now is EOLOS. And so this is a project in the CreatorBit ecosystem, also in the Autonomous ecosystem. It's a AI insights product. And we worked with them to be able to launch a channel for them. Additionally, if you scroll down, Mr. Freeman is another channel we launched. So Mr. Freeman has a YouTube channel that has over 1 million subscribers. It's been around for over 10 years, and we worked with this team to be able to bring to life their character on AITV. Additionally, we worked with some meme coin communities. So there's a meme coin called Ticker Bitcoin, Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10 Inu. We launched a Sproto themed character for them, and so that was great fun. So yeah, like we're collaborating with everybody from projects or brands to IPs to token communities or meme coins. Also NFT communities. So we did a collaboration with the Retro Doges NFTs, and in addition to that, we're launching channels with creators. So we're starting to partner now with creators on X and on Twitch to be able to launch their own channels, that launch their own AI streamers on AITV, to be able to help them with their content creation. And so we just announced a partnership with Faded, who is big on X. There's also some other creator partnerships that are coming as well. So yeah, we're starting to onboard lots of different people to be able to launch their channels. And like I had said, in the first quarter of 2026, anybody will be able to launch their own channel through the studio. And so it won't just be us picking who goes live, but it'll be the community or the world deciding who wants to make a channel and go live themselves, because there's nothing stopping you from doing that.
Okay. Just in between, Jordan, if you have any links, images, or anything you want to send them to Mario. Mario is going to post it on the chat for you. Okay.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Yep, doing that right now.
Please do. You can do that right now. Thank you so much. Thank you. So I think the last question I have before we dive into the community question is, what are the major milestones on the AITV roadmap right now and over the next 12 to 24 months, and which developments are you most excited about?
Yeah, so the biggest thing is really the studio. I mean, like it's huge for us. We've been building this for a year. So we first launched our first channel in around January of 2025, and since then we've grown the network to 13 different channels. We've also, iterated a ton, and we, integrated the credit system and everything, and things are working really well. Like in the past week, we've been doing around like $4,000 of credit spend per day. And so there's a lot of credit activity happening in the applications, a lot of, watching, a lot of activity, a lot of interactions. And so things are going really well. And it's about time that we allow anybody to launch one of these channels. Like it's a very, very exciting moment for us. And so I think that the studio going live is the biggest thing that I'm most excited for. Some of the other things we have going on. So currently season 3 just went live, and so we do airdrops through waves, and so we're currently on the third wave. We had one, two, and now we had 3 waves happening. And in order to be able to earn the airdrop, you need to be placed on the leaderboard. And so people earn experience points through completing missions and interacting with characters. And so season 3 is actively live. People are competing over the leaderboard right now as we speak. And so hop into the application and try and get your place. And additionally, what we're launching next week is a pass called a VIP pass. It's an NFT that you can purchase in the application, and it gives you more XP, it gives you more rewards through the Aura reward system. And so the ability to be able to earn the airdrops, earn the Aura rewards is that much easier. And I think that in addition to the season 3, the VIP pass, it's really all hands on deck for getting the studio live. And then we also, of course, have more channels coming out. Like we're always working with new people to launch new characters, so there's always updates there. And maybe I guess another quick update is we're planning to launch the token on Solana soon. And so we're looking for projects to partner with in the Solana ecosystem. And so if you know of anybody, let us know. And we would be happy to work with them to be able to launch their channel connected to their token on Solana. And we would also bring the AITV token to Solana as well. And so, yeah, I think that pretty much covers it. The studio, season 3, VIP pass, and launching on Solana.
Okay, thank you so much for that. So, Jordan, before we move over to the community questions, because we have a lot of questions in text and some are already raising up their hands, do you have anything you'd like to mention or touch on that we have not spoken about and you just want to talk about it before we take in some questions?
No, yeah, let's jump to the community questions.
All right, let's get some questions. Let me see. Um, so let's have David. David, you have been unmuted. You can ask a question, mate. Benova, are you there? I think I was muted. Sorry. So I said David. I called David first. So David, you can go ahead with your question if you're there. Okay, I also muted Benova. Try to leave the voice call and join in again if you're having network issues so you can get better. I think Telegram is just acting up. It's also happening on my end here.
Hey, oh
Okay.
yeah, I think Telegram was giving me issues before. Can you hear me?
All right. Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you for this opportunity. It's a great presentation so far. I just have a question to ask. So, why, Jordan, do you guys choose to build on multiple chains like Base, like BNB, and with Solana coming soon? So, what are the advantages of each one of them? Like, that's my question.
Yeah, awesome question. So the reason, first off, why we started with Base was because we thought that Base had the highest chance of being the largest consumer-facing chain. So, if you look at the biggest crypto consumer-facing products right now, Coinbase, I think, is undoubtedly one of the biggest, if not the biggest, in addition to, Binance. And so having the Coinbase team create the base chain and also starting to integrate deeply with it, it gives a huge opportunity to be able to onboard more consumers into crypto. And so since our application is very consumer focused, we want to be able to onboard as many everyday people to our application as possible. That was why we chose Base. Second to that, we chose BNB because we had a partner that we onboarded with Public AI, where they wanted to launch their own channel, and their token was on Binance Smart Chain. And so for us, we want to be multi-chain. We don't want to be constricted to a single chain. We want to be able to support creators making channels and earning revenue and, connecting their tokens wherever they are. And so we used this partnership with Public AI as an opportunity to add support for Binance Smart Chain. And so the benefit to this, like as a platform at AITV, is that we can now support that many more tokens. And anybody that has a token, anybody that is a part of a token community that wants to try and support a token, they can now launch a AI streamer. And every time that AI streamer is earning revenue, it's actually going directly into buying their token. And so we're doing this across many different chains with Base, Binance Smart Chain, Solana, and we're able to support many others, right? So we built this in a multi-chain way where we don't have to pick a single ecosystem. You can bring whatever token you want to the AITV platform. So it's just that many more potential creators and users of the platform.
Oh, cool. Thank you very much. That's a great idea. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, David, for your question. So let's have OVA. OVA, you can go ahead with your question, mate.
Thank you.
Okay, I think Benova, are you there now?
Yes, I'm here. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm waiting for David to finish. Yeah, thank you very much, Moonshine. George Lee, I have listened, and I wanted you to clarify something for me. On the website, while I was going through it, it said the AI is an intelligent assistant that will handle tasks and answer questions while we create. I wanted to know where does the AI get their information model from, and how do they, where did they get their information model about the user, on how the user get to answer question in some certain way that will express the same feeling that the user has to its viewers. That is my. I'm just curious. I just wanted to know how how do the AI get its information models from, to be able to replicate the mind of the user that is using it?
Okay, awesome. So when you create your agents in the AITV Studio, we have a really robust personality definition system. And so this is something that we've been creating over the year with our agent developer as well as our creative director. As we've been launching these various different channels on AITV, we've been refining what the personality configuration system looks like. And so all of this will be available to you in the AITV Studio. The idea is that you can use it to craft whatever sort of personality you want. In addition to that, you can add different knowledge sources. So for example, if you want to add, documents or things like that, you can do that. And also, these agents have access to the internet. And so during the live streams or during their usage, if they don't know information that is being asked of them, they can search the internet for it. And you can actually see this happen on the live streams today. So it actually can take place in a very visual way, where the agent is using the web browser, and it's actually surfing the web and looking for information that it wanted to find. So there's a lot of different ways where you can customize the personality. And there's a lot of different ways for the agent to be able to find new information to be able to respond to the users who are asking it questions.
Okay, that's cool. But what of if the informations are personal? How does the agents, AI, attend to such questions?
Yeah, just so I understand the question, you're saying if the information is not correct?
If the information are part, like if somebody is asking a personal question about the individual that is using the AI, how does the AI get to sort out such information?
Oh, okay. So if the information is old, like it had already passed.
Like a personal information, like
Okay.
personal finding of, like, let's say you are the
Oh,
one
sorry.
using the AI. Yes, you are the one using the AI, and I ask a personal information about you from the AI. How does the AI tend to answer such questions?
Okay, got it. I understand. So if you want to not have the AI disclose personal information, you simply would not give the AI personal information. So these AI TV characters are meant to be broadcast to many people on the internet. And so it is not meant to be a personal assistant where, you would have it handle delicate information like, I don't know, finances or personal, government documents or something like that. Yeah, there's many other tools that are built with that purpose in mind. For AITV, the purpose of these agents is to create content on the internet and interact with audiences. And so, you just simply would not give it personal information.
Okay, okay. Thank you for answering my questions, and thank you, Moonshine, for the opportunity.
Thank you so much, Benova, for that question. So I unmuted Ovie. Ovie, you can ask the question, mate.
Okay, hi Moonshine, hi Jordan. That was a wonderful back and forth conversation. So without wasting much time, my question is to Jordan. Are there any proprietary AI models or innovations like in your platform that differentiate AITV from other AI focused projects?
Yes, I think that it is the main differentiator for us is the fact that we are completely focused on the use case of agents in live streaming content. So, when you are building an agent, you have to build it for the specific context that it is working in. So, if you're building a agent for writing code, there's a lot of domain knowledge that you have to program into the agent so that it can effectively write code. In our product, like in our use case, the it's the setting of a live stream where you are trying to create a entertaining show and at the same time react or respond to audience members who are chatting. Maybe there's something going on in the chat and you need to kind of understand what's going on there, or people who are paying for you to do something or to be able to respond in a way. And so being able to manage all of these different things simultaneously is in its own way difficult because the ultimate goal is to create something that's entertaining. And creating something, that's AI driven that is entertaining is not an easy task. And then one of the other things that I think is a differentiator for us is our on-stream browser use. So these agents have access to the internet through a web browser live on the stream, and they're able to navigate any web page. And so this gives them a huge range of possibilities and options for what they can do during the live stream. And this was not something that was easy to build. And so I think that that's another key differentiator when it comes to our AI technology specifically.
Oh, thank you for that. Thank you for the answer. Well explained. Thank you, Moonshine, for the opportunity. I really appreciate it.
All right. Thank you so much, Ovie, for asking that question. And thank you so much, everyone, for your questions. So I think that's the last question we'll be taking for today. But before I round off the AMA, Jordan, do you have any final words you'd like to say?
Yeah, thank you to everybody for these questions. This was really phenomenal. Final words I'd like to say is just that I hope that you go and check out AITV.gg. It is a very interesting place. There's no shortage of interesting things to, watch and partake in. We have a great community on Discord as well, so if you want to join the Discord community, head over there. There's constantly events happening, and we're giving away, experience points and rewards to different members of the community who are, helping do various different things. And, just try it out. Try out interacting with these AI agents. It's something very interesting. I don't think that, you'll find anything like it on the internet. And I guess that lastly I would say is sign up for the early access for the studio. If you are interested in launching your own AITV channel, we will be making it possible for you to set up your profile soon so that way you can get your channel ready to go on the AITV studio. And lastly, like I had mentioned, we have the community round happening right now. So there's a whole bunch of AITV tokens that are up for sale at a discounted price. If you go to ape.bond, you can find it on the ape.bond website. And these are tokens that are up for sale for the community. And by buying them, you're getting a discount and you're also helping build the treasury of the AITV network, so we can continue to operate and build into the future. So yeah, that's that's all of the final words. Thank you so much for having me. This was a really fantastic community meetup. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jordan. I'll be on your DMs for us to discuss the best questions of today's AMA. I wasn't able to get to a lot of the text question, but guys, please head to their Telegram and their X, ask whatever questions you have. I'm sure Jordan and his team will be willing to answer all of your questions. Thank you so much once again. Thank you, guys. So see you guys in the next AMA.
Bye.